The following animation explains how TC Basica Premium Plus works. This is a convenient grease separator system, proven in practice, that includes program-controlled, fully automatic disposal. What are the reasons for installing a grease separator? The grease and oil originating from plants or animals that are contained in wastewater form deposits on the cold walls of piping. In this way, an incrustation builds up that reduces the cross-sectional diameter of piping. This can result in pipe blockage. Grease and oil also form deposits in lifting and pumping stations, leading to grease buildups on working parts as well as incrustation that can interfere with functioning and result in damage. This impairs the effectiveness of sewage treatment plants. Large amounts of grease and oil present in wastewater result in moistening of activated sludge, which in turn is a barrier to the free exchange of oxygen among bacteria. When is installation required? According to DIN EN 1825 Part 2 and DIN 4040 Part 100, separator systems for grease must always be used when grease and oil originating from plants or animals need to be retained from sewage. This applies to commercial and industrial operations, for example to restaurants, hotels, butcher shops and food distribution points where dishes are returned. How does the grease separator system TC Basica Premium Plus work? Wastewater containing grease is collected from kitchen areas, for example from sinks, floor drains or drainage gutters, and fed directly to the grease separator system. The actual separation of grease and suspended matter based on the gravity principle takes place in the grease separator. Due to the lower density, oil and grease flow to the surface of the water. An increasingly heavy layer of grease forms on the surface of the wastewater, and this layer is collected between the intake and drainage pipes of the system until disposal. Suspended matter, such as food residues, has a greater density than water and therefore sinks to the bottom and is then retained by the sludge trap. The wastewater, which is now virtually grease-free, is drained off through an immersion pipe and the required sampling device. It is then either pumped off by a lifting station or led into the sewage system. According to DIN 4040 Part 100, grease separator systems must be emptied completely, cleaned and refilled with water at least once a month, but preferably every 2 weeks. How does disposal work? The grease separator system includes program-controlled fully automatic disposal with a remote control unit, making it very convenient. The disposal company can perform disposal at the push of a button, at any time of day or night, and without requiring assistance from the operator's staff. First, the cover of the disposal station mounted to the outside wall of the building is opened. The disposal hose from the pump vehicle is then connected to the discharge line fitting on the grease separator. The program-controlled disposal process is activated by pushing the Disposal On button of the remote control unit. Each of the individual process steps is then carried out in sequence, fully automatically. During the first step, the grease separator's agitator is activated. A mixing process then takes place, so that the grease layer is broken up, while at the same time loosening any incrustation on the inside walls of the separator. This ensures thorough cleaning of the inside of the grease separator. During the second step, after completion of the preset mixing period, the disposal pump switches on automatically. The entire contents of the grease separator, which are now homogenized, are pumped to the disposal vehicle by way of the hose. The agitator shuts down during disposal automatically, once the water level drops below the agitator. The water level in the grease separator is replenished during the third step. A solenoid valve on the free intake opens automatically, letting in the flow of fresh water. The grease separator tank, the pump and the discharge line are rinsed with fresh water in order to free any remaining grease and sludge deposits from the floor of the separator and the disposal line. This is facilitated by the disposal pump, which continues to run for a set time after emptying and while the tank is being refilled. Once the disposal pump has shut down automatically, the empty clean grease separator is refilled up to the lower edge of the drain pipe and can go into operation once again. All of the steps in the process are fully automatic and program controlled, in dependence of the liquid level as indicated by a pressure sensor. TC Basica Premium Plus is a fully automatic grease separator system proven in practice that offers these convincing advantages. No annoying odors during operation or disposal. Grease separator odors are sure to spoil your appetite. Low maintenance operation and optimum cleaning of inside thanks to durable agitated technology. Extremely little personal attention required during operation. Disposal at any time of day or night. Grease separator system is emptied completely during disposal. Disposal is done at the push of a button thanks to fully automatic program-controlled operation. An economic, practice-proven solution for a clean environment.